I'm a financial analyst, right? I've worked with several forex brokers, right? I work with the top broker right now, top broker and international broker based in Australia, right? So what I do, I'm the chief market analyst. So I analyze the markets and all of that. So I hold events for the company. I do a whole lot of things for the company, analyze the markets, show people how to enter trades and so on and so forth. That's what I do currently. Now, why am I telling you this? I want you to understand that the person you're talking to today, I want you to understand that the person you're talking to today has experience in the markets, right? I have experience in the market. So this is not just a random person talk on the internet talking to you. Now, I have seen people who the monies that I know a lot of you here have been in Forex, you've traded Forex, or you've had interest in Forex, and that's the reason I'm telling you this, right? Now, I've seen a lot of people, the monies that should help them build their wealth, I have seen them destroy it in Forex. Okay. Now, I'm not telling you not to trade if you want to trade, but I'm just telling you that I have seen the statistics that shows that over 90% of traders lose money is actually not a lie. It's not a lie at all. I see the numbers. That's my job, right? It's my job to see the numbers, to look into the statistics of traders, right? And I see all these things. That's my job, right? So when I looked at it, I began to see that while a lot of people are trading and losing monies that should build them wealth, in the past few months, I've seen a trader lose $15,000, $30,000. There's even one that lost $250,000, right? I see these people, they fund these accounts and they blow the money. Now, I ask myself questions and I look at these people and I'm like, this is money that if you put, there's even another man who funded $500,000 and $500,000, it's equivalent of close to £1 billion. And then the man has lost the money. Now, when I look at it, and these are not people that I was told about. These are people that I know. They trade with my broker, right? The company where I am chief market analyst, they actually trade there. So when I look at it and I ask myself a question, why is this happening? Wealth, monies that should build wealth for people, they are destroying that wealth by just wanting to make quick profits. So I began to analyze, I began to study, I began to, really ask myself serious questions because here's the reason I grew myself and got to a point where I'm now at a level where I'm in trading and also helping people to trade is because I actually believe investing should be a profitable thing for most people. Investing should be a profitable game for most people, right? I read a lot of Warren Buffett, so I know that investing shouldn't be about losing, 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 losing. So, but why are people losing, losing, losing? I realize that when you are a trader, you are also an investor, but because of the time frame, you enter the market, you want to make quick profits, you forget that you are an investor and that there are certain rules that apply to investing. Okay. So, and those rules, when you put it to work the right way, you will discover that you compound your wealth. It's been said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. That there are seven wonders of the world, right? The pyramids of Egypt and a whole lot of other wonders of the world. But compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Why is it so? Compound interest helps you take a little bit of money contributed into an investment plan over a long period of time that builds you stupendous wealth, right? Now, you can decide when it comes to investing, what I realize that a lot of people think short term when you are in trading. Oh, how much profit can I make today? I meet people every time. I have events. This year I've run events across the country in Port Harcourt, Abuja, all over Lagos, in Ibadan, in different places. I run events by reason of my job, right? Now I meet traders, I meet people everywhere, and the same conversation is what they have with me. How do I make this amount of money? How do I put in $100 and double it next week? How much can I make in 1 week? How much do I make on a daily basis? These are the conversations that you have, that they have, and unknown to them, these are the conversations that have kept them exactly the way they are. These are the conversations that have kept them the way they are. The reason why year in, year out, they've not been able to build wealth for themselves. Meanwhile, they are jumping into things like MMM, into what's the last one that got burnt? A lot of people in Ibadan lost a lot of money in that one. CBEX and the rest of them. CPEX, CVES, and also on, and so many of these crazy things. Why? Because they can woo people by telling you, I will give you this amount of money very next week. Next week we'll get paid, or next month I'll give you 30%, 100%, whatever percent, right? So when you first of all in the journey of building wealth, so this is after I looked at this whole thing, I began to, connect with professionals, other professionals who understand investing very well, investing in different kinds of assets that are just not trading. I began connecting with them, and we began to put heads together, right? We began to put heads together to decide what can we do to actually add value to people. So to help people build wealth, not actually to see money and then the money is gone. We don't want people to do that. We want people to actually be able to build wealth. And then we came up with a plan. I'm going to be showing you a whole lot of the plans tomorrow, but today I want to just give you a bit of understanding about what it is. So I'm trying to give you a background now of how all of this came about. This is not just another scheme or another program or something. No, what we're having here is something that's going to be very revolutionary. And then, like I said, I won't give you a lot of the details are going to come in tomorrow, right? And but today I just want to show you some things. But this is how we came about this, right? We're going to be able to in 2026. We want to be able to help people to get into the markets into the financial market and actually begin the process of building wealth. Not losing money, but actually building wealth. When you take 100,000 or take 10,000 and you add another 10,000 to it next month, next week, and then you add another 10,000 to it, and then you grow it at a certain percentage, what will that become over a period of time? So the first thing you want to do here is to understand that what you want to do is to be an investor. So it's either you're built for you to build what you're either building your business or you are building an investment. We talked about I don't know how many of you know what the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. I don't have it here. Cash flow quadrant. So you have employee, you have a specialist, which is a self-employed person. Then those who build well, that's on the left side of the quadrant. The right side of the quadrant has two wealth builders. Number one are those who build their business. Number two are those who invest. And then investing is where you put monies to work. And when you put monies to work, you have to develop two virtues. Number one, the virtue of long-term thinking. Long-term thinking. I can assure you there are people who have been trying, and I kid you not, I have people like this. I even have some of them very close to me. They've been trying to make money in trading for 10 years. And today, they have nothing to show. They are still thinking that they are going to make money in the market, but the monies they have lost in the market, if they have put it in an investment, they would have built wealth already. I have somebody like that. He lives in the US. This year alone, he has lost close to $20,000, and this is just in the past 3 months or so. Now, this person has been in the US for 8 years, and the other day as I was talking to him, I'm like, yes, I am. You trade with us and all of that. But you see, the question I want to ask you is, do you realize that if you were putting up all these monies you've lost, and that's for this year, he lost another 20K last year. He lost just like that. For a long time, it has been losses and losses and losses for him and a whole lot of other people. I asked him a question like, if you decided to start building wealth by putting monies into the stock market, into certain stocks, and so on and so forth, into different kinds of investments that we are going to learn about, and then you allow time to grow, time for you to grow. Today you have a couple $100,000 to your name, but here you are blowing your money away in the market thinking you want to make money, and before you know, you look at it and you say, oh, I want to become rich, but trading is what's going to give it to me. If you tell me to have a 10-year horizon and 10-year plan to build wealth, oh, 10 years is too far. But before you know it, you've lost money. 1 year has passed, another year has passed, another year has passed, another year has passed. You've been in the market for more than 10 years. You cannot point to monies, you can't even point to profits that you have made, not to even talk of your capital. It's losses and losses and losses. But are you better off today than you were previously? Right? Why am I saying these things, guys? I want you to understand the mindset behind what we are coming up with here, so that you have an open mind to begin to receive the things that we are going to be talking about, right? So let's start from here. Let's see how far we go tonight. Tomorrow we're going to be coming back by 8 o'clock, and we're going to be able to go do a whole lot. So first of all, here, building a smart investment plan. This training explains how to invest based on time frames. You will learn how to align your money with your goals, right? So with your goals, so you don't just say to yourself, I want to buy this, I want to trade and make so and so. No. Oh, let me just make profit. Oh, how much can I make next week? No. What are your goals? Life works by goals. You have short-term goals, you have mid-term goals, you have long-term goals. So your money, your investment is supposed to help you target what you want to achieve, help you reach your goal. So every investment instrument is a vehicle. What is a vehicle? What does a vehicle do? A vehicle takes you from point A to point B. That is the only purpose of a vehicle, right? That's the only purpose of a vehicle. If you tell you there are two vehicles, one of them is a super high speed car but does not work. Something is broken and is sitting in one spot. But there's a car that is rickety, it's not very neat and clean, not comfortable, but it will move you from this point to where you are going. Which one would you enter? Would you enter the one that is all nice and cool and chill, but it doesn't move? It doesn't move. Or would you enter the one that's taking you from point A to point B? So what I'm trying to say here is that investment instruments they are a vehicle. So you look at them as a vehicle. I was talking to someone the other day. This guy has lost a lot of money. Remember, I said that I interact with traders every day. Okay. I was talking to this guy. This guy had lost a lot of money in trading, trading Bitcoin. And I asked him a question. I said, you've lost so much money. In fact, all the accounts you've blown is because of Bitcoin. Why are you still trading Bitcoin? He says, oh, I just like the instrument. I think I like it. So those are the words of somebody without goals. Because if you have a goal, you will not let one instrument be jeopardizing that goal for you. I hope you are following me here, guys. You won't let that instrument jeopardize your goals and your plans. You don't fall in love with the vehicle, you fall in love with your destination. I'll say that again. You don't fall in love with the vehicle, you fall in love with your destination. So you only align with the vehicle that's taking you to where you're going. Right? You align with the vehicle that's taking you to where you're going, not with the vehicle itself. If that vehicle, if you like it, but it's not taking you to where you're going, you're not going to go with that vehicle. You're going to abandon that vehicle. Period. That's the way it works. Right? So an investment plan is structured approach to grow wealth. It matches financial goals with suitable investment vehicles. And time horizon determines risk and returns as expected. Okay. So you have three different time frames. Number one, you have short-term goals, you have mid-term goals, you have long-term goals. Now, when you have your goals, you can see the time there. 1 to 2 years for short-term goals, mid goals 3 to 7 years, long-term 7+ years. Now, so this is how you need to look at your finances now, and ask yourself, what are my immediate goals? Right? What exactly are my immediate goals? This is your sorry, 1 minute here. Okay, so these are short-term goals, short-term 1 to 2 years. Number one, designed for goals that are coming soon. Primarily protecting capital, not aggressive growth. Liquidity is very important in this category. So 1 to 2 years, you're looking at, oh, maybe I want to save for a wedding. I want to buy a car, something. But these are the framework. Design for goals are coming soon. Primary focus is protecting capital, not aggressive growth. Liquidity is very important, which means that you want to be able to access that money as I went due. Okay. Now, short-term goals, examples. Number one, weddings and ceremonies. Do you have a wedding coming? What plans are you making? That is a short-term goal. Most people, why am I talking about this, guys? Most people have no goals. If you are in that category, this should begin to shift your mind. You should begin to shift your mind. This is 2026 we're entering. And I said that 2026 is going to be very, very amazing because we have a plan to help people learn how to invest and build wealth beginning 2026. If you've always been trading and always throwing money into different things and hope to make it, that is a lottery mindset. And lottery mindsets don't get people anywhere, except you eventually win the lottery. And the other day I was thinking of something. I'm like, if you throw in some money somewhere and you win the lottery, what do? Now you have to play the lottery again because you don't have any other goals. You don't have any other plans. You don't have, assuming you win the lottery, how do you move from there? So this is not the plan that wealthy people have. No, it's not the plan that wealthy people have, right? So car purchases or purchase or replacement, vacations and travels, emergency funds, all these are short-term goals. So how do you achieve this? Using a couple of instruments. Number one, treasury bills, government-backed instruments, low risk and suitable for conservative investors, available via Nigerian banks in the secondary market. Interest can be received upfront or at maturity. Now, like I said, there was a man I said he brought in about almost a billion naira to trade. This man had this money in an investment, treasury bill investment. This money was paying this man 40 million a month. Watch this now, 40 million a month. That's what I was told. This the account manager who's in charge is my very close friend who work together. He said this man was making 40 million from this money in a month. He said that money is not good enough. That he wants to multiply it. He knows he can make $1 million in the market. What is the point of keeping and making just a paltry 40 million? Meanwhile, his monies had zero risk. I want to tell you how people think, because sometimes some people might think, oh, the reason I'm not making so much money is because I don't have a lot of money. I'm showing you now, people who have a billion naira and they put in the market to trade and they lose it all. $250,000, what is that? That is over 400 million. And somebody's writing on the screen, please stop. Stop. This is the time to reflect on what I'm saying, not the time to be busy. Right? Don't be busy at this time. Please focus. Okay? We don't have a lot of time on this call. Thank you. So for $250,000 is what? It's over 400 million. Someone puts in the market, he blows it in the market in 2 weeks. Because you might think, oh, if I have that money, I'll change my life. These are people that have it, and this is what they are doing with it. Meaning that you can have a lot of money and still have no plans as to what to do. Okay, available interest at maturity. Then you have mutual funds. These are some funds. I'm going to show you something. I hope we can go through to the end of this session today. How that you can 100,000 naira can be used to create 30 million naira over a period of time. Meanwhile, somebody who has a billion, 400 million will come and blow his money and throw it away. Someone who has $15,000 will come and blow it and throw it away. And then eventually he leads nowhere. It's only the dream that, oh, one day it will get better. One day I will eventually make it. And for most people, the numbers say it. The numbers, you see those statistics that you see posted on broker platforms, oh, 80% of your traders lose money. I can assure you it is actually worse than that. I can assure you because I have access to those data. I know it is worse than that. Okay. So this is another kind of funds. Now, what we are going to be showing you in 2026 are investments that can grow your money with little to zero to little risk. Some have zero risk, and very good returns. Some have little risk. Little risk. Warren Buffett said the number one rule of money is never lose money. Then he says the number two rule of money is never forget rule one, which is don't lose money. Now, don't lose money doesn't mean that you may not lose anything. Don't lose money is you don't put a whole lot of your money in the market and lose it. You don't put $250,000 in the market and lose it, $15,000 in the market and lose it, 500,000 in the market and lose it. If you do that, you are a loser. You are not investing. You don't have a plan. You don't have a goal. It doesn't matter whether you are Aliko Dangote. You should, even if you are going to lose money, you need to lose it responsibly, not that way. All right? Not that way. So very, very important. Okay. Now, this is what this is about. I'll just roll a little. So this is another one. This high interest, we call this high interest savings account. And then this is midterm. Midterm is 3 to 7 years. 3 to 7 years. Right? 3 to 7 years. Designed for medium range financial goals, balanced risk and return, allows for moderate exposure to growth assets, right? Now, how do you do this? These are for children's education, building a house or purchasing a house, starting a capital for a capital intensive business. All of these are things that you put inside your goal. Can you see that everything is worked around goals? Everything is worked around goals. Now, the only reason you can move from having nothing to becoming wealthy in a period of time is when you actually think like the way the wealthy people think. What is the first thinking here you should have? Long-term thinking. When you think about making money or building wealth building wealth, you think long-term. Building wealth long-term. Long-term is the first thinking you must have. I was watching Lumelu and Tony Lumelu a few weeks ago or so. He said, he was talking to entrepreneurs. He said, a lot of you think short-term. He says, entrepreneurship is not a short-term goal. It's something that is very long-term, very, very long-term. So stop thinking like someone that needs food to eat. Even if you need food to eat, you cannot get a lot of food to eat to satisfy you by thinking just for food. Think beyond food so that you can have food. Are we getting it? So very, very important. These are some of the plans you have here. These are another FGM bonds. You start with as little as 5,000. It gives you 16. It gives you 16 to 18% on an annual basis. Interest is paid quarterly. Returns are tax-free. Interest payments are reinvested, right? So reinvesting, delayed gratification. Right? Delayed gratification. There was a billionaire I was watching again a few days ago, and he was literally saying the same thing. How he delayed gratification. The first money he would have used to buy a GLE Mercedes was what he used. He used it to import products. It make a certain import of a certain commodity that now began to help him build his wealth to where it is today. He's a multi-billionaire now, right? He's a multi-billionaire now. So you must have delayed gratification and you must think long term, right? It's very, very important. All these are long-term goals. Now, when it comes to long-term goals and you're in Nigeria, there are some opportunities out there. Number one, this Nigerian Stock Exchange. Now, if you know what has happened in the Nigerian Stock Exchange over the past few 2 years or so, maybe a bit over 2 years, you will start to take seriously what I'm about to say here, right? Now, first of all, when you look at something, for a while, I did not understand because as a market analyst, I look at the economy of Nigeria. I try to compare it with the previous administration. We know that the previous administration, the market, basically the financial markets didn't think favorably of the last administration, right? Then I began to look and I discovered something. I discovered the Nigerian stock market had gone from probably 30 trillion naira to currently, as we speak right now, almost about 91 trillion right now. almost 91 trillion right now. And this was just we had a little drop for a few weeks ago, and the market capitalization of the Nigerian stock exchange was about 112 trillion naira in probably about 2 months ago, right? So it dipped a little, and we're currently sitting somewhere around the 100 trillion. Now, when you look at it, you start to ask yourself, where is this almost 70 trillion? Where did it flow from into this market? Where did it flow from into this market? So I start wondering, now, do you realize that there is the top wealthiest people in this country are playing in this stock market? One of the ways for you to know what's going on is to look at where are the rich people, where are they playing? And the rich people I'm talking to you about is just take your phone. You can ask ChatGPT. We're talking about Tony Elumelu, Aliko Dangote, Rabiu, Otedola, and there are many people I will mention now. You will not even know who they are. These guys are stupendously wealthy, right? They run some of the biggest companies in Nigeria. Some of them are oil and gas and so on. They hold huge stakes in MTN, in Airtel, and the rest. And you start to ask yourself, if the wealthiest guys are playing in this stock market, what is it that every other person is complaining that this administration is bad? And of course, you can have your good reasons. Now we all can look around and say, oh, yes, 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 yes. This is not right. This is not right. This is not right. But if these are not right, and you can see the stock market ballooning, are you going to ask yourself critical questions? But when I started looking at numbers in the stock market, it didn't line up with the way I was thinking. It didn't line up. I'm like, no. And I'm the kind of person that I can easily admit that I'm wrong. And that is something that is very important. You need to admit that you're wrong. If you admit that you're wrong, then you can redirect and reorganize and then re-strategize to move forward. A few weeks ago, I was in a particular event in Lagos, and they had this conference where they brought in a top guy. His name is Bismarck Rewane. If you know anything about finance in Lagos and in the stock market, you might know Bismarck Rewane, right? So Bismarck is one of those top guys. He runs a company called Financial Derivatives. Now, he's those guys that lead the way and showing you what will happen with the macroeconomics, the macro environment, what the projections are, what's foreign. So if foreign investors look at him, for people like him, basically for direction as to where the market is likely to go, right? Now, this guy was talking about he was talking about projections for the next 3 years for the stock exchange, right? Projections for the next 3 years. Currently, Nigeria is at 91 trillion thereabouts market cap. The projection is that this is going to balloon to about 200 and something trillion next year, 2026. By 2028, we're looking at the stock market being about over 300 trillion, which is going to be way over the GDP of Nigeria. GDP of Nigeria is currently around $250 million, right? When you convert that to Naira, you see that stands somewhere around maybe 200, maybe around 400 trillion Naira or so. But the goal is that in 3 years, the market cap is going to be well over $100 trillion, 100% of the GDP of Nigeria. So when you look at 91 trillion in the next 3 years, over about 400 trillion is going to flow into this market. My question to you is this: should you be playing in that market or should you be watching on the sidelines? That's the question. You have to ask yourself, am I going to just complain? Am I going to just be angry? Am I going to try to do small things? Or am I going to position myself to take advantage of this flow, irrespective of what the government does and what the government doesn't do? I'm taking my time to explain this so that you know where I'm coming from. This is not just one or two stocks in the market. No, there's a projection that certain things are going to happen. There's a projection that certain things are going to happen. Okay? So that's what we are saying here. Then another thing I began to do was that I looked at several global stock markets. I started wondering, is it normal for you to have a stock market that has a higher market cap than the GDP of the country? I saw so many examples, even the US. I saw so many different countries Japan, for example, so many countries where the stock market had more wealth than the country itself. So that is what is about to play out in Nigeria over the next couple of years, max over the next 5 years. So the question is, what are you going to do about this? That's why we said that this platform, we are coming, we are this from January, we're going to be getting deep into this so we can show you what to do. Where do you position yourself? How do you get involved in this? And also, how do you generate income from this platform that we're going to share with you that can help you to invest? Because as we go through this, some people are going to think, oh, I wish I had this amount or that amount to invest. You are going to have money to invest. All you need to do is stick with us here. All you need to do is stick with us here. You are going to have monies to invest, right? So yes, so there's just a little bit of a background as to what is being expected going forward. So you don't want to be somebody who is out of this space. You don't want to be somebody who is told, right? They say there are three types of people in the world. There are those who wonder, there are those who make things happen. There are those who watch things happen. Watch things happen. Take note, guys. The first group, they make things happen. The second group, watch things happen. The third group, wonder what the hell happened. So you don't want to be in any of the second category. Those who watch things happen and wonder what the hell happened. You want to be among those who are playing in the game, right? So let's move forward. Real estate is also another one, right? So there's what we call real estate investment trusts. That's also beginning to boom in Nigeria right now, right? Where there are very good returns being made in that also. Direct ownership, you can have direct ownership like buy a land or something, but there are a whole lot of things to look at there. On the platform too, we're going to be bringing in some experts who are going to be showing you what to look at before you say you want to acquire a property. What am I going to look at? You need to, there are things to look at. You don't just, because you don't want to give you a flyer. If you're in Lagos or in different places, you know that people share flyers to come and buy land here. But you don't just go buy because of that. No, there are things to look at, right? So then also there are opportunities, even though you're here in Nigeria or in Africa, in Ghana. I had someone from Ghana yesterday. Now, if you are here, it also tells it doesn't matter that you're here. There are opportunities even in the US Stock Exchange, right? So you're able to access global companies. You can see what's happening with AI, right? AI stocks are literally blowing it out of the water. A few years ago, nobody knew a company called NVIDIA, right? Up to today, when I speak to people at conferences, a lot of people don't know what NVIDIA is. I'm like, who has ever heard of NVIDIA? They've heard of Google, Amazon, and the rest of them. Who knows NVIDIA? Everybody's like wondering who is NVIDIA, except they are like young, sharp guys too. They are knowing about NVIDIA now, but a lot of people don't know about NVIDIA. But NVIDIA is the most capitalized company in the entire world. Recently crossed a $5 trillion market cap. $5 trillion, one company. The GDP of the entire sub-Saharan Africa is about 50% of that. One company. Now, those who invested in NVIDIA, what are they getting? Massive returns. Now you can see, look at Tesla, for example. There's a whole lot happening with Tesla right now. Now, Tesla there's a certain stock that has been awarded by the Tesla board to Elon Musk. They said Elon Musk is like a pledge. Elon Musk, you need to achieve these targets over the next 10 years, and then you're going to get this compensation of about $1 trillion. What does that mean? It means that Elon Musk is going to do the things he has done before that got Tesla to where it is today. Elon Musk is going to do that. Now, if Elon Musk is going to do that, what are you going to what if you position yourself in Tesla, what are you going to do? There are people who turned. I was reading a story of, I was listening to a lady who turned $7,000 to $2 million investing in Tesla alone. And those returns, guys, are about to repeat. Remember, where the positioning of Tesla is even not even in the current cars we are looking at, is in robo taxis. Right now, I was seeing recently, a few days ago, in California and a couple of other states, Tesla has been registering a large number of robo taxis that will be involved in their network of robotaxi, their robotaxi network. You know, driverless taxis are already running in the US. We have Waymo, we have Zoosk, These guys have already are on the market. Zusk is owned by Amazon. Waymo is owned by Google. These guys are moving. Tesla is the one that has always led in that space, and Tesla is about to lead in that space again. And then there is this Optimus. Optimus is these robots. Now there are companies that are looking for these robots and like, just give this to us. They will help optimize our factories. We will replace a lot of people. That's the thing. A lot of people don't like it, but AI is going to make people lose jobs. But of course, new jobs are going to be created. But you want to be among those who are benefiting from these inevitable things that are going to happen in the world. So I'm giving you an idea what you need to be looking at. And there are other technologies that are coming. Quantum, what's it called? Something quantum. It's something that has to do with quantum computing. That there are companies right now that are building quantum computing. Is going to have almost the same power as AI right now, because it's going to boost computing power at a very high level. So it will help enhance AI. And there are companies right now in the US that are positioning themselves to be leaders in quantum computing. Even Google is there, Microsoft is there. And there are other smaller companies that are positioning themselves to be leaders in quantum computing. So as we begin to go, that's why I say in 2026, there's a whole lot we are going to be learning. There's a whole lot we're going to be learning here, right? There's a whole lot we're going to be learning here, and that's really going to help us to position ourselves to take advantage of the moves that are going to happen in the world. So when you are able to see, you are able to possess. There was somebody who had a huge amount of Amazon stock when Amazon started. He sold it for $800. He was one of the guys that was invited to join Amazon. He sold it for $800 because he didn't see what Amazon was going to be. Those stocks today would have been worth at least $400 billion. $400 billion. Let's assume that he sold everything and kept just 10%. That would have still been substantial amounts. You don't want to be the person who is not seeing what's going on in the world, right? So that is what it is here. Then power of consistency. I was mentioning this a little yesterday. Consistent investing produces powerful results. If you see the video we posted on the group there, you see the video I did there, I talked about the fact that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. There are 7 wonders in the world, right? The pyramids of Egypt being one of them. There are several other ones, but um, um, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. There is nothing that grows wealth like compound interest. In fact, compound interest doesn't only even work for money. It works for a whole lot of things. It works for effort. It works with human beings in a whole lot of ways. But now let's focus on money. Now you can grow money. You remember what we looked at just now. There are several returns. The least we saw was 16%. Now you can grow 100,000 naira a month at 16% to 30 million in 10 years. And the thing is that someone will say, oh, 30 million in 10 years, 20 million, 10 years. Now, if you look at your past 10 years, let's look at this practically. If you think 30 million is too small for you to build up in 10 years, let me give you an example. Now, depending on how old you are, look at the past 10 years and ask yourself, do you have 30 million naira right now? If you don't have 30 million naira right now and you were building something over the next 10 years, past 10 years, what would you have had right now? So that is to tell you that you can begin building something today. And if you don't have 30 million right now, it means that 30 million is not nothing to you. It's not nothing to you, which means you don't have it yet, right? The another thing is this. There's something about money. Money tends to attract more money. That's the reason why you discover that as much as you might start out like this and say, okay, I want to do this. I want to set out a 10-year plan. And the truth is this, guys, we're going to be showing you how to map out these plans. And the truth is, the people who have the longest planning, whose planning are much further away, are the ones that beat every other person. But when you look at 10 years and you think, oh no, 10 years is too far, or no, that return is too small in 10 years, the truth is this: money compounds and money attracts money. If you set out a goal and you say, I want to do this in 10 years, you will realize that you may achieve a minimum of 5 times this goal. A minimum of 5 times. Why? Because there is a way, as you start building and being consistent, more funds flow into your life. You might discover you move 100,000, you start with 100,000. Now, some people might say, I don't have 100,000. It's not a problem. We'll get there, right? Now, if you put up 100,000, before you know, that 100,000 can turn to a million. And before you know, you arrive at a point where you are blown, you will surprise yourself. You will surprise yourself. All you just need to do was put one foot in front of the other. Put one foot in front of the other and just keep going. As you keep going and you set that long range vision, you will see that a whole lot of things will culminate to make you 10 times, 20 times wealthier than you had planned to be 10 years from now. But if you don't start at all, because it's too far out there. Someone said something. He said we overestimate what we can do in a very short time, and we underestimate what we can do in a very long time. You look at it, in the next 1 month, like the mindset a lot of people come into trading have. Oh, how much can I make in that? Can I triple my money in the next three weeks or in the next 1 week or 2 weeks? Right? But think about it. You are thinking of tripling your money. Remember the risk involved. There's risk involved there. But you underestimate. You're overestimating what you can do in a short period, but you are overestimating what you can do in a short period, but underestimating what you can do in a long period. So now remember, what did we see? The returns that we saw on the plans we showed was a minimum of 16%. That means you discover that there are returns that you can get way more than this, which means that the minimum you can have in actually being consistent with this plan is not even this. This is the minimum. Even the minimum will be way, way, way higher than this. What we're saying is this. Number one, goal setting. Number two, what? Having a long range vision, right? So these are some smart principles. Reinvest dividends and interest. Once you reinvest, you build, you compound. That's how reinvesting works. That's how compounding works. Start small, increase contributions gradually. Use diversification to manage risk. All of this will show you how to do in depth, right? Now, takeaways. The right investment depends on your goals and your time horizon. Did I say that before? Your goals and your time horizon. Number two, you start early, stay consistent, and allow compounding work for you, right? When you begin to get wise, you stop asking questions. On the group there, we posted something where somebody was was asking for an anonymous tip to invest 35 million, right? You will get to a point where you don't do that. Because if you want to invest 35 million and you're looking for anonymous, in fact, that was one. I saw another one for 70 million just this evening. Somebody asking anonymously online, asking that he has 70 million and he's wondering whether he should invest in a pure water production factory. That's what he said. So someone were giving that, like, if you have 70 million and you don't know what to do with it, number one, how did you get it? Number two, let's say you got it, well, whatever means. If you don't get wise, you will lose that money. And where does wisdom come from? Learning. I often say something. Wisdom is more important than advice. Wisdom is more important than advice. So what you do is you seek wisdom. Even the Bible says what? Seek in all that getting, get understand. It says seek wisdom, right? So when you seek wisdom, you will know. How do you know when someone is giving you bad advice? Because you are wise. If you are wise, you will know when someone is giving you bad advice. If you're not wise, you will not know when somebody is giving you bad advice. So that's why your first goal is seek wisdom, not advice. When you are wise, you will know what to do, right? You will be able to get the right counsel. You will be able to utilize the right counsel. So there are three M's of money, right? The first one is make money. Second one is manage money. Third one is multiply money. Now we are going to go in. That's what I'm going to show you guys now has to do with making money, because all we said here is, I'm going to will show you how to do investments, build your wealth and all that. But the first thing in this journey is make money. Make money. So if you're going to be able to invest a certain amount on a monthly basis or very regularly, You want to be able to make money before, right? So what we've done is that we created a platform where all of this education we have shared with you from yesterday into today is going to happen. And what I want to do, I want to do a brief this program, this platform I show you guys is in pre-launch. It's not been launched yet. You can't even sign up right now. You can't even get into it right now. It's going to be launched sometime. I'm going to share that. But what we're doing now is that we're basically showing you and just prepping you for what is going to happen. This is going to be explosive. It's going to be explosive across. There's nothing like this. When I started speaking to experts, in finance, in the finance space and everything, one thing I kept hearing was, this is fantastic. I've never seen something like this. This is great. I've never seen something like this. I was talking with a particular expert, the finance expert, I was trying to get their feedback on it. He said, see, as we were talking to me, my mind was going everywhere, asking myself, where else exactly does this thing you are saying, where does it already exist? He said, I couldn't find. So you are onto something here. So let me show you what it is. It's a platform called CREDA. CREDA, right? Now, this platform, I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of what this platform is all about, right? And this boils down to what we have been talking about, what we have been talking about, what we have been showing you right now, right? So let's move. CREDA is a global financial education platform dedicated to solving the global problem of financial literacy. You'll see some statistics here that will blow your mind. We collaborate with leading financial education experts worldwide to deliver practical, high-impact learning that improves financial well-being. So on this platform here, we have top-level experts who are coming in to show you things from how to personal finance, budgeting, investing, and budgeting, all areas of personal finance. And then when it comes to investing, showing you different types of investing, like all I've showed you, right? And then a whole lot of a whole lot of this education is tailored to you specifically. You'll be able to come in and be able to see. We'll have live sessions, live classes with all these experts to show you exactly how to build yourself, how to build your finance, how to build your wealth, how to know what vehicles suit you, what vehicles are the best for you, and how to avoid the vehicles that are not for you. You get them out of the way and say, you know what? This is I have a goal for my life. I have a goal for my finances. This vehicle doesn't work for me. I will not take it. Right? So that's what we have. That's what we have here. The mission we have here is to build a worldwide movement of financially educated and free individuals, united in lifting one another, thereby shaping a fairer and wealthier world. Now, in the world today, you hear a lot of people talking about what is fair and what is not fair. Oh, this is not fair that a lot of people do not have money and a few people have stupendous amounts of wealth. I was seeing something a few days ago. Tino Ilmelu was signing a $750 million contract financing deal with I think is it the African Develop, is it African Development or the African Exim Bank, African Exim Bank, to finance some oil deals. I'm like, in this same country where people are wondering what to do, somebody is signing a $750 million, right? So it seems like it's not fair. But you see, how do you create that fairness? There's been this conversation and discussion over a long period of time to give people what they call a universal basic income. Universal basic income. Oh, just pay everybody at a certain fee and everybody will be fine. But it doesn't work that way. You heard this saying before that if you give everybody the same amount of money within a short period, the poor will give the money back to at the end of the wealthy people will find a way to have the monies come back to them, right? But how do you create fairness? You create fairness by actually giving people the right education, right? That's what we're doing here. So this is the problem here. According to S&P Global Ratings, this is an actual report. You can take this and check it out online, ChatGPT or any, check it out. 66% of the world population lack personal finance and investing knowledge. So there's the 2 out of 3 people across the entire world. So you can see the problem was solving is not even a Nigerian problem, it's a global problem. I don't know if you follow, I follow, by reason of what I do, I follow what happens in the US a whole lot, in the US economy and all that, jobs report, inflation data, all kinds of things. I follow them on a daily basis, right? Now, you will discover that sometimes you hear the story, you hear some people talking, and you're wondering, I thought America was everything. Yes, America is fantastic. But then the experience a lot of people have of America, 60% of Americans have, doesn't sound like the America that you've heard about, you that is not there. It doesn't sound like it. So you start to wonder, is there something that I'm not getting? I thought America was yes, America gives you opportunity, but America, a lot of people they're not utilizing it. You see? That's the thing. A lot of people cannot cover an emergency bill of $400 in America. And meanwhile, a lot of Nigerians can cover a bill of $400, right? Now, this means that 2 out of every adults navigate life without understanding budgeting, savings, debt, and investing fundamentals. And that is the solution that CREDA brings. That's the solution that we're bringing here on CREDA. All right? So we're trying to solve a problem here. Number one, we have 3 pillars. The solution for CREDA has 3 pillars. Number one, personal finance education. Number 2, investing education. Number 3, wealth creation. So these are the 3 pillars. We're going to be giving you personal finance education, investing education, and there is a special way here to also build wealth, create income. So first thing is the personal finance education here. We have education on budgeting, savings, debt management, so on and so forth, right? Second thing is investing education. This is what we are going to be providing you from January. That's what I'm saying, from January, right? CREDA simplifies your investing education step-by-step principles across different assets. And then wealth creation. Wealth creation is where we actually have a part of this whole plan that works to help you build your own income, to help you build income that you can then turn around and invest. Income that you can then turn around and invest, right? So now, why does this matter? The world faces a massive financial literacy gap. People everywhere need guidance and a path to financial freedom. CREDA provides a simple, accessible, global solution. CREDA is more than a platform, is a movement. You can understand from me. You can understand from me why this is a movement. It's a movement because it's a global problem, and it is how you bring fairness to the world. The way you bring fairness is by actually teaching people teaching people what to do, right? How do I use my finances and grow myself? How do I learn the things I should know? I know somebody, right? This guy lives in Nigeria, and he makes a minimum of 6 to 7 million a month. That's what he makes. This person manages to be broke every month. He will still earn that money and still borrow money before the month ends. Think about it. 6 to 7 million naira in a month. He will still be, he's not as if he is somebody has, no, he just has a regular family and all, nothing special. He doesn't have a car. He earns 6 to 7 million in a month, and he finds a way to be broke. You can calculate it, how much that is on a yearly basis. He finds a way to be broke every month. What is the problem that person has? Is it a lack of money? It's not a lack of money, right? But the person does what? He lacks financial education. And there are many people like that. And there are many people around the world like that. And this is what the problem is. Now, there are those who even manage the little they have more than such people. So it's about understanding, it's about education. And that is why this is a movement for us, not just something that is a nice idea, right? Now, this is where we show you how we have this system that we call affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, whereas you participate on this platform to learn and build your financial education, invest in education, you are also able to make an income from this platform up to 18 million naira a month. Up to 18 million naira a month at this point. And the truth is that this platform is being built to expand even bigger than that. At this point, you have the capacity of making up to 18 million naira a month. And that's what? That's probably $12,000, $13,000 a month that you are capable of making on this platform in a month if you will, help us use the affiliate system that we have here. If you will take the affiliate system that we have here seriously, we're going to show you how to do this. Mind you, on this platform too, we have experts who are experts in affiliate marketing. They will show you if you don't know what to do right now. You're thinking, okay, I've heard of affiliate marketing. How exactly does it work? How is it going to work here? I can assure you we have experts on the platform we're working with right now who will show you how to use affiliate. You don't need to on your phone, you will be taught exactly how you can generate leads and convert them to sales and make profit on your phone. So you don't need, even if you don't know anything right now, you don't know what to do. We are telling you, come here. We're not only creating a platform that educates people and educates you financial, personal finance and investing. We're creating an affiliate system, and this affiliate system too is something we will show you exactly a clear, simple blueprint to execute and create income for yourself. Absolutely. So this is going to be very explosive in 2016, in 2026, I tell you guys, right? So basically, this is how it works. We have education plus opportunity. Education plus opportunity. So that opportunity, when you're going to sign up, like I said, guys, this platform is not open for sign up yet. It's not open. It's going to be open on the 3rd of January. 3rd. First, second, third. It's going to be opened on the 3rd of January. So as I speak right now, you need to get ready. Get ready. That's why we're showing you this ahead of time. And by the way, we're going to be having another webinar, another 2-day webinar on the 26th and 27th. Then we'll have another 2-day webinar on the 28th and 29th. So we're going to be running some webinars back to back where we are showing you how this works. And then what we want to tell you is this is going, because we have a lot of new people coming on board here. We want to show you, like I said, nobody can get on board this yet. This is in pre-launch right now. The platform has been built, it's been developed, but we are not going to open the doors to this until the 3rd of January. So we want you to be ready, and you're not going to be ready alone. You are going to be ready to make money. You are not only ready to, you're not going to be only ready to get on board this platform and start learning and start developing yourself. You are going to be ready to make money immediately. How much are you going to make? You can make ₦1 million on that day that we launch. You can make ₦1 million on that day. I am telling you this for free. You can make ₦1 million on that day, on the day that we launch. All right. So this is not a course, guys. This is not a course. This is ongoing education where we give you live sessions, live classes from experts to show you, because financial education is not something you do through a course. It's something that you do through something like a school where people continue to learn for a period of time, maybe 18 months. You're learning, you're coming on these classes on a weekly basis, right? And then you are interfacing with experts. You can ask questions. You can, interface with these experts. And then you are able to build yourself and learn and improve and implement, right? Be part of a community, be part of an accountability system to help you, take the education you're getting and take it into implementation and results, right? So for that reason, we're going to have a 35,000 monthly subscription. Now, this subscription is what will run the platform, all right? It's not a cost, like I said. If it's a cost, we won't have to charge that. But we have ongoing education for you. That's the reason why we're putting up that there. And we found a way to try to make this like an African platform, because if we try to do it globally, like we actually, wanted to do it, there's no way this can be less than maybe $100 monthly, $100 monthly, right? The value we're giving you here is way more than $100 monthly. We'll probably charge 100. The truth is that when this platform goes global, we're launching it here, and the goal is we're going to take this platform global. By the time we take it global, we have an office in Dubai, and we start to spread into other parts of the world. Remember, we said this is a global problem. Remember? I'm sure some people are going to be wondering, are you sure it's going to go global? I am sure it's going to go global. Why? Because we are solving a global problem. And when it's time to do that, we're going to charge a minimum of $150 international, not for you here, not for Africa, not for Nigeria, but it's going to be international. For international, we are going to charge $150 a month. That's a discounted value, discounted price actually, because the value we're going to give you here is actually way more than what we're charging. Way more than, right? You're going to see it. When you come on board, you're going to see what I'm saying, right? So basically, that's what it is. Now, this is basically just showing you. Now, let's look at this. When you affiliate instant, we call this instant affiliate bonus. When you come in with 65,000, somebody and you send your affiliate link, we'll create you have a link. Once you sign up like this, your sign up gets approved, you have an affiliate link immediately on your portal. You just copy your affiliate link you send to somebody. Once that person do what you have done by making a payment of 65,000, what happens is that instantly 30K is credited to your account. This is why I say you can make $1 million on day one. Instantly, 30K is credited to your account. He signed up with 65, you get 30K instantly paid into your account. So when you look at this, you see that when you actually do this, then you don't have to look for monies to invest in all the investments we've talked about. I'm sure you agree with me. This is actually a straightforward thing, right? And then you are able to start to get and this 30K is unlimited. If you put this in, if you put 30 people on that first day, what happens? 900K is in your pocket. And that money, you can place a withdrawal for it that day, because this system is made to pay out commissions on a daily basis. On a daily basis, you pay out commissions on a daily basis. Not like we wait for, you're not waiting. Once an affiliate signs up using your affiliate link, you get paid immediately. You see the money credited to your dashboard. You go there, you place a withdrawal. I'll be showing us how to use the dashboard just before the launch, maybe on the second or so. I'm going to be logging into the dashboard and showing you guys exactly what to do, how to sign up, how to get your affiliate link and all of that. So I'm going to be doing all that. I'm going to be having us come on, right? So this is it. Sorry, this is actually the 3rd of January. This is the 3rd of January. We're launching this platform on the 1st and on the 2nd. We're going to be showing you how to get on board. The CAT is going to be opening on the 3rd. And on the 3rd is when you are going to be able to get on board, right? Get on the platform and start using it. So in the meantime, if you are here right now, you've attended this training, and then you've also been, you watched the recording from yesterday and all that. What you want to do now is this. You want to start to share this recording and share this. We're going to have this recording also we're going to have it put on the group again. Start sharing it to your people. Sharing it to people that you get on board. Remember, this is income for you now. This affiliate system is something that is going to help you generate I have no doubts in my mind some people are going to make $1 million in January on this platform. In January alone. January is tough for many people, right? But I have no doubts in my mind that some people are going to make $1 million on this platform in January alone, right? So the question is, you can see that that's possible, but will that be you? Would that be you? You have to make that decision, right? And it's important to make a decision when you are meant to make the decision. Like I said, seize an opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity. And the best time to get on board is when the doors are just being opened, right? When the doors are just being opened, that's the right time to get on board. Like I said, we're going to be launching this on the 3rd, not 1st, on the 3rd of January, but on the 1st and the 2nd, we're going to be showing you how you're going to sign up.